this is Dorothy with That Scrapbooking, and this is a National Scrapbook Day bundle that we have, I think, five specials for National Scrapbooking Day and month or whatever. And this is the one that I just fell in love with. It's called Change of Scenery. And so perfect for your outdoor shots and going into the woods or mountains or just out into, some green area. Anyway, we've got this great black and white, so good for a background, and this real cute stamp look with all the different scenes on it. And then we've got, a wonderful burlap, which great background for pictures with this really pretty pine green with the arrows on top and the zip strip. And I just love the lines that go through that pine. Now look at this. Is that not just a gorgeous, gorgeous scene? And the back of that sheet is this beautiful sky. So these are the kind of things that I really hate to cut up, but I'm going to, just to kind of add more blue sky to that scene. The other thing that you get with this bundle, you get 3 sheets of die cuts. So you've got a wood look, you've got the kind of cardboard color die cuts, and the dark green, the really deep green, and you've got view and see and enjoy. And I love this with the wood look with loving this and go and hearts and stars. And these are fabulous. Those are pine trees for a border. And then, of course, we have our wonderful sticker sheet with all these great, with a bunch of titles and little words that you can put above pictures, and a beautiful stamp set. So this is a stamp set that you can use for all of your vacations or camping trips or anything like that. Just a great stamp set. And you get, I think, 6 sheets of white daisy, and you get black, and you get pine cardstock to go with. So now all of the pieces here are going to get cut up, and so we use the white for that. Now this is the completed project of project 1. I did some changes to it. Just real quickly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching my videos. I appreciate you. So here we go on Change of Scenery. Thank you. I pretty much cut it the way the instructions say. So I'm just saying that, I did follow the cutting diagram. I just kind of went footloose after that. But not so bad. So I cut all of my pieces off camera, so they're all ready to put together. Now the instructions come, when you order it, it will say download guide on the order page, and you download that and print it. So these are, any of our specials, as I've said before, do not come with a pre-printed instruction sheet. So you can print that or if you want to just, use your iPad and read it that way. So I went ahead and built the pine with the burlap paper, and I'm just putting the placeholders, picture placeholders, on the pages. I was just trying to minimize the number of pieces of paper that are out on the desktop. So I'm going to go ahead. Now this was a piece, I believe it was 1 inch, and I ripped the bottom edge to kind of give a kind of a natural cloud look. So this is one of the smaller pieces that's like a 1.5 by 6 inch. And I ripped it from one edge to the other, creating kind of a semicircle. And that's going under, I'm tucking the straight edge underneath the ripped edge. There's a lot of ripping going on these 3 layouts, just so you know. If you don't want to show the white core, then rip it away from you. If you want to show the white core, then rip it towards you. So I'm going to go ahead, So this piece was like 5.5 inches wide. And I went ahead and ripped off the top part of it. And I'm just putting it all the way down at the bottom. And then this pine was another about 1 inch piece, 1 by 12, that I ripped towards me. So that's what it looks like if you rip away, not seeing the white core of the cardstock. So it just depends on the look that you want to give. So I'm just tucking that under the ripped edge. So it kind of gives kind of a mountainous view in the distance. Anyway, this is going to go in between. Excuse me. So I'm ripping the top of this border strip. It's kind of hard. I'll tell you, the stickers, they feel like they're thicker than our regular cardstock. And so it was a little hard to rip it. So if you want to do something different, you can. You could kind of run your water brush along the top edge there, and then that may wet the paper enough that you can rip it more easily. The cardstock I find no problem to rip. This was a little bit more of a problem. So as you see, it's just kind of coming off in pieces. And you're only working with a 1/2 inch piece, so it's a little bit harder just to manipulate it. So here I am, struggling with that. I think I'm going to have to fast forward through the second one, so I started at the other end because it was just getting too difficult right there in the center. So if you kind of rip it, you can rip it away from you and then pull it towards you, and you can get it started a little bit better. Just as kind of to help you keep it going here. That was the hardest thing to do right there. Without a doubt, it was the hardest thing to do. So now I'm going to tuck that under the ripped edge too. So I will tell you what I learned is that before you put the green piece down and the border piece, do those separately, then stick one to the other, and then tuck the whole piece, the two pieces stuck together, underneath, and you'll save yourself just a little bit of effort. So you always learn maybe an easier way of doing things. So I'm going to go ahead and put down my pictures, my picture frames. I don't have my pictures to put them on yet. I have them. This is enough of an effort for me to do on camera without adding my own pictures to it. So we've got the 4x6, and then the 3x3 kind of gets tucked under a little bit, and it just kind of goes a little wonky. So you don't have to put it straight, just to give it a little bit of character there. And then they've got a little grouping. So I've got this tree that's going to get tucked under, except I'm going to have to cut it off just to make it easy. Here we go. It's a pretty tree. It's really a pretty tree. So I've got some other things. I'm going to put one of the hearts from this wood look die cut, and I put that down, but then I'm kind of thinking that's kind of big for that area. So I think I decide to put a smaller one there, because there's another heart with the heart outline that's a smaller one. There it is. And look at, they're just so cute. So I'm going to pop it out there, and then I'm going to put some liquid glue on the back. There we go. And another tiny little heart is going to go above, I believe. And then we've got a little green heart. Isn't that a beautiful color green? Ah, just looks so deep foresty. So, just going to put the little hearts down here. And then the tiny little hearts are going to go up top. Yay, so pretty. So, whoops. So there's so far page 1, and we're going to put some of this our sticker jotting pieces, our little strips, down at the bottom when we're finished. And then we've got a little, I think that's a sticker that has a little tab on it, so we can put the date. And then we've got this one. And so I'm going to put my sky, my 1-inch sky that was ripped already. And it's going right to the very top. And so there's my pine piece, and this is what I'm going to do, is just kind of rip this along. And I think I'll speed this up because it's too painful to watch. Okay, I'm going to fly through this because it's just too much. And it's not flying very much, is it? I just speeded this up 275%, and it's not really going, well, it's going much faster than my first one, but it's not going fast enough. So we'll just bear with me while I get this done. And then I'm going to take this and put it on top of the green, the pine strip. And that is just going to make this a whole lot easier. So there we go. So it goes on there from one side to the other. These 12-inch pieces. And there, I'm putting this down. Now I ripped that part on purpose and put a square there just to add a little bit of character, a little bit of burlap down at the bottom. So there is, kind of clean up my mess here. And then I'm going to flip that over and put it down. I didn't put any glue along the top edge. And then I'm going to glue this and tuck it right under that ripped piece of the scenery. So there we go. I'm just tucking it under. And I kind of want to line up the two pages so I can see whether I got it even or not. I'm kind of not paying a whole lot of attention. So hopefully it's even enough. Yeah, good thinking, Dorothy. Yeah, you know what? When you're ripped, it doesn't have to be perfect, does it? So I'm tucking this piece underneath that ripped edge, and I want to make it so that it's in line with the first piece, the first picture. Well, see, I changed my mind, so I am going to tuck it under some more. There we go. So I've got that, and then these two are going to go. I haven't put the placeholders on yet, but these two are going to go in that white space there, and they're going to go a little askew, just to add some interest. And there's my 3x3 placeholder. And another. And I'm going to pop that one up. So this one is going to go there for the 4x6. Okay, so I'm going to put some thick foam double stick tape on on this one, but I'm not going to put it all over. So I can kind of put it over where the pictures are going to go, and they can slip in underneath. And then I can also add some little embellishments underneath. So I'm going to run this one vertical so that it doesn't interfere with the pictures on either side. There we go. I so love that scenery. So I'm going to use I'm going to put my little spongy thing back there, and I'm going to use one of the stamps that was included in this bundle. And this, I think it talks about a scenic view, or let's see. And I'm going to stamp it in pine, so it sticks out nice and bold. I'm just going to do a little test run change. So it's the change of scenery. So that's the namesake stamp for the bundle. And got enough of seasoning going on, so we've got a real good stamp, real good impression. And then pushing against the little foamy thing will also add to the strong impression that you get on your cardstock. So I got a little streak of ink, but that's going to get covered up with a photo, so no problem. Lucked out there. And I took two of the hearts, the outline and the solid heart, off of the die cut sticker, and I'm going to place those up in that white space. So just take some of the excess ink, glue off of it so it doesn't squish out around. And those are going to get overlapped like that. Just a little something, and it just looks so perfect there. Yay. I'll put my stamps away, my ink pads, and I'm going to pull out the sticker sheet. And so I'm trying to think, I kind of go with what they have on the suggested layout. And I'm going to take one of the darker green leaf clusters and a lighter green leaf cluster and just kind of highlight the little 3x3 picture. So I'm just going to slip it under there so we've got plenty of space since I popped it up. And then I'm going to take a little dark green die cut from the little carrier sheet and little frond and a little craft color one also from its carrier sheet. And I'm just going to add a little of my liquid Tombow behind there and put those with that little leaf cluster. So I'm just going to dot it a little bit, not put too much, just little dots is all you need because it sticks. It's very strong glue. Use my tweezers and just kind of place it under there. It's no problem. I didn't have to move anything. So we have a nice little leaf cluster to kind of highlight that picture. And, you know, I just love I love this layout. I think it's really beautiful, beautiful papers to work with. And I'm going to go ahead and show you the layout. Look at how gorgeous that is. It's just so pretty. Can't wait to get my pictures on there. And what I'm going to do, these are so handy. So this is several sheets you get in a package, and it's different widths of sticker journaling papers, so you can just stick them directly instead of even having to put any kind of glue on there at all. And I'm just going to run 2 long of the narrow, those are probably 1/4 inch strips, so I'll have plenty of space to write on. And I'm going to run them across and then put my happy place up here. That's one of the stickers that comes on the sticker sheet. And then I'll just cut in between. Snip. Didn't get it pressed down enough there. So there we go. There we've got our journaling space going across. Now, if you don't want it to go across, you don't have to. I'm just cutting off some excess here. You could put it on one side rather than going across. Just, totally up to you. I kind of look at the layouts. I mean, I pretty much stay close to them so you can see what they're going to look like, but they're more of a suggestion than a demand. So you do what you want to do.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.